you. Here we begin with the very important chapter for the total income questions, but we are doing it right in the beginning to connect the beginning and the end, and that is agricultural income. Just we have completed how to calculate the tax for individuals, partnership firm, companies, along with the concept of surcharge and rebate, and some definitions also we have seen. So basics is over. After that, agricultural income is taxed in a different way. So we are starting now with the concept of agricultural income. First 15-20 minutes, let us understand what is agricultural income, whether this is agricultural income or not. When the discussion is completed, we will go to solve the questions. Exactly add on to your इसको भी पढ़ना है agricultural income. Some flies here. Yeah, exactly. Tax rates only, slab rates, what we have studied yesterday, but with one addition, that is agricultural income. Shall we start? Any doubts in your mind? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
It's necessary to empty the mind. If you have any conflict or any doubt for any of the earlier classes, you can ask. One second. Right. Okay. And appreciate it so much. Some of you are managing your BCom exam also and still attending the classes. Good. Still, if you have any doubt, you can put the message in the WhatsApp. Now, in India, the Constitution of India is giving power to levy all the taxes. So we have seen in list 1, entry 82 to 92C. These are all the entries in the list 1 related to direct taxes, indirect taxes, GST, customs, all. List 2 is the list wherein the state has the right to charge the tax. And list C is called as, third list is called as concurrent list. So in the Constitution of India, we know India being an agricultural country. From the school days we have studied, they said on agricultural income, there should not be any income tax. And it's logically right because farmers are so much already burdened with the seasonal factors, with the other factors that we all know in our surrounding, right? Then why we want to burden them more? Okay, so on agricultural income earned by individuals or any SSC, there is no tax. But then nowadays, agricultural income is not the only income, or it is not very small. For example, Tata Tea. Tata Tea is having acres of land where they grow tea leaves. That is agricultural income. Then they prune it, cut it, bring it, chop it, dry it, and we get granule Tata Tea. So that's a commercial activity. So when there's a combination of both, leaving everything saying that Tata Tea is pure natural tea grown in the farms and on agricultural income, there's no tax, is not right. India is hub for not only different varieties of tea. If you must have seen some farms in Kerala or when you go to this side, Assam, Guwahati, right? Other than that, so much of farming is done for spices and walnuts. If you go to Goa and all cashew nuts and all that, Kashmir is a hub for dry fruit farming. So then how these activities are going to be taxable in income tax? Because the thumb rule is you earn the income, you pay the tax, right? So now the first question we should clear. Today only 2 answers you get and the chapter is over. Is this an agricultural income? Yes or no? How do I calculate tax? Like this, like this, like this. Step method, the way I taught you in marginal relief. Okay, right. So now agricultural income is any activity related to farming and all what you do on agricultural land. So the first question is, what do you mean by agricultural land? So every city has a limit. 0 kilometer is there in every city and city map has a limit. Okay, this comes in the jurisdiction of Hyderabad. This is Rangareddy district. This is that district. This is Warangal. So every city has its limit. Beyond the city limit, leave 8 kilometers radius. And after that, whatever is the land, that is called as agricultural land. Okay, so some basics I'm telling you, nothing to write. अभी कुछ जरूरत नहीं है लिखने की, आप देख लो यहाँ. Okay, right. So we are seeing how the agricultural income is going to be taxed. I call the heading as taxability of agricultural income. The first step we should know what is called as agricultural land. It's also called in layman's term as rural land. So suppose this is your city limit or town limit or village limit. Leave 8 kilometers radius on all the sides. And beyond that, this land is called as agricultural land. And on this, if you do agricultural operations, then it is taxable as agricultural income. How the tax is calculated is different. But very important is outside the city limit, if you leave 8 kilometers radius, it's agricultural land. Very important is you should do agricultural operations. Now I'm doing too good in my city, but I have a farm in my native which comes under agricultural land, and I have hired some farmers, and there I'm growing organic papaya and apple and like that. Okay, organic fruits I'm growing. I'm myself not doing. I'm a CA. I'm into full-time teaching. So I'm the owner of the property. I have hired someone who's going to do the tilling, soiling, all activities. Group of farmers I have hired. So will it be an agricultural income for me? Answer is yes. So coming 15 minutes from the objectives point of view, let us clear what is agricultural income and what is not a agricultural income. Clear to all of you? So agricultural land पे क्या activity करना है? Agricultural related. 3 ways. Either I can do it myself or I can get it done with others. See, nowadays agricultural colleges are there where you get trained people who can lead your land and do all the admin and managerial work, and they will do nice growing. They are all trained in the agricultural activities. Okay, so I'll hire someone and get it done, or I'll do it myself with my family. Third is I'm not doing agricultural activity myself, neither I'm doing it through anyone. I've just given it on rent. You sow whatever, ये 6 महीना ये जमीन आपकी है, this land is yours. Whatever you want to grow, whatever you want to do, you do. Just give me the fixed rent. Is this rent also agricultural income? Answer is yes. I'm not doing any farm activity, but I'm getting rental income and I have given on rent to a person who is doing farming activity. Now, equally conflicting are these cases. What I'm saying, some of the cases are all case laws. One case law decision is all of you must be knowing कि nurseries होते हैं. City के बाहर if you go, how many of you have seen greenhouses are there? Greenhouses are like in that they maintain temperature so that 12 months they can grow roses. Otherwise, roses seasonal, grows in winters. So those greenhouses, those are all commercial level पे the activities done. I also have, this is a question for all of you, farmland, agricultural land in the outskirts of the city, but we have poultry farm in that agricultural land, and poultry farming related activities we are doing. Will it be treated as agricultural income? Will it be exempt? Answer me.
No, ma'am. It will not be taken.
Yes or no? I'm going to ask many questions. हाँ अभी 5-10 minutes में और मैं repeat करूंगी तो मुझे भी बहुत energy लगेगा. आप ध्यान से एक ही बार सुनो. This one I'm repeating for all of you. I have a farmland in the outskirts of the city. Obviously, city kilometers से 8 kilometers radius के बाहर. It's very well a rural land. I am doing over there poultry farming and dairy farming and all those activities. Like in outskirts of Hyderabad, we have Sid's farm. Pure buffalo milk you get, another farming activities they do. These kind of activities, do they come in agricultural income? Yes or no?
No.
No. two conditions. It should be agricultural land. An activity should be agricultural related activity. This is poultry farming and all, supplying all products of the poultry farm. This is all commercial activity. Same way in the outskirts of the city, it's a wedding season now. We have so many resorts and Ramoji Film City and water parks. Is Ramoji Film City located 35 kilometers away from the city limit? Hannah? Right. Is it on agricultural land? Yes. Then whatever is the income of Ramoji Film City, is it exempt? Agricultural income. Agricultural income is exempt in section 10 clause 1. Ghar jao so jao. Is Ramoji Film City's income exempt? No. Yes or no? Louder. Think and say. It's on agricultural land for sure.
Commercial purpose, na?
Not able to hear you, beta. थोड़ा जोर से बोलो. क्या बोल रहे थे?
No, because it is for commercial purpose.
Absolutely. Ramoji Film City, you take the entry, you see all the studios, and they give studios on rent for shooting and all. Of course, it's an agricultural land. But are they doing agricultural activity? No. So whatever is the income of Ramoji Film City, Alankrita Resort, they give for weddings and all, very well taxable. So the more examples you will discuss, more clarity you will get in today's topic. Okay, right? And then it's like an agricultural land is there. Their agricultural activity is only done. But that land and that owner, they have formed a company. So company's income is agricultural income. Around 12 months, they grow English roses and they supply to all the temples of the twin cities, Hyderabad, Sikandrabad. हाँ, तो वो जो land है वो क्या है? Agricultural land. What you are growing over there? Farm flowers, and which are supplied in the twin cities, right? Okay. Is this an agricultural activity?
No, ma'am.
Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
Why?
Because the company is already formed now, ma'am.
So no problem. Whether in the form of proprietor or partnership or company, you are doing agricultural activity, no? Company's income will be exempt if they are just located there and they are doing that activity. But now what is happening? I am a shareholder. Company's income is exempt. अगर सिर्फ agricultural income है in the outskirts of the city, in agricultural land, agricultural activity, agricultural income is exempt, irrespective it is owned by a proprietor partner company. I am the shareholder of that company. Company is giving me dividend. Now I am saying to company, oh, you gave me dividend out of agricultural income. No, agricultural income is exempt. Will my dividend income be also exempt? Yes or no? Enjoy this discussion. Everything is written in your notes, but more you enjoy coming 10-15 minutes, you will do super well when I read and answers bhi aa jayenge. I am the shareholder. I am getting dividend from a company which is agricultural income and their income is exempt. They are paying me dividend. Will my income also be exempt? No. No. I am not doing farming. Company is doing farming. Company is on agricultural land. Company's income is exempt, not mine. So even if I am a shareholder getting dividend, it will be taxable. Okay. Next, suppose you go to, my native is in Gujarat. Okay. The coastal Gujarat and Kutch and all. So if you go there, no, sea water which comes inside that gulf and creek, they store it. ऐसे छोटे छोटे क्यारी बना के they store it, they dry it, and lot of salt is made. That's why that run of Kutch is nothing but salt, crystal, right? So on the, that's an agricultural land, no, outskirts of the village, Ahmedabad, Bhuj, if you go, and what they are doing, they are on the agricultural land, naturally sun dried, they are making raw salt, then they truckload में डालते हैं those salt, they take it to the factories, they put chemicals, purifiers, and you get refined crystal clear salt. Is this activity agricultural income or not?
Oh.
Yes or no?
Oh.
No, it's a commercial activity. Acha, one more example. If you go by train from Hyderabad to Mumbai, there's one of the biggest cement factory. I don't remember the place where it comes, but on the way, definitely it comes. Now, cement factories may, the way they make cement, those stones are available on specific places, and those stones are very heavy. So what they do, where that stone is available, there only they put the crusher and they crush it and make the cement and put it on the wagons and train में वो हर जगह supply होता है. So that cement factory is exactly located in the agricultural land. Income of cement factory is exempt or taxable?
Taxable.
Taxable. It's an agricultural land, but their activity कोई farming नहीं कर रहे, झाड़ नहीं उगा रहे. So what they are doing? They are crushing the stone quarries and all, and from that they are making cement and supplying. Very well taxable. Salt making taxable. Poultry farming taxable. Now one case law which is asked in exam and twice asked as MCQ for you all. Last 15 minutes I have been saying agricultural income, agricultural activity should be done on agricultural land. So now there's a nursery in the outskirts of the city, obviously 8 kilometers away from the city limit. It's on agricultural land. They are growing plants and selling very unique herbs and plants they sell. But everything they are doing in pots. They are not doing it on land. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? नर्सरी में जाते हैं तो सब झाड़ जमीन में थोड़ी होते हैं, पॉट में भी होते हैं ना. So potted plants they are selling. Is their income exempt or taxable? Are you all following कि थोड़े ज्यादा कंफ्यूज हो रहे? पहले आंसर बोलो, कंफ्यूज हो रहे हैं? समझ में आ रहा? समझ में आ रहा? कंफ्यूज हो रहे?
Taxable.
Is it taxable?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Because potted है ना मैम, कहीं भी डाल सकते हैं.
Huh?
If they are potted, then there's no need for agricultural land.
They are not doing on agricultural land. This was the case. I don't remember the name of the case law. So the commissioner said that you are doing agricultural activity on the agricultural land, but you are not doing it on land. You are doing it in potted plants and then selling it in the nursery. This is an actual case. Huh? If you ever time any one of you sitting here is interested in gardening and nurseries, then best of the plants available in Hyderabad, they come from nurseries which are outside the city. निजामाबाद और कहाँ से आते हैं नर्सरी में लाओ. So these plants and all they are doing in the potted plant. You're not using the agricultural land. Yours is not agricultural income. It should be taxable. And the commissioner sent them notice. This time the SSE won the case. Even though the activity was done in potted plant to make it easy for supply to the customers, but definitely it was agricultural land. It was agricultural activity और वो pots भी तो agricultural land पे ही रखे थे. So they said, okay, this is agricultural activity and very well exempt. Take your time, read it today in your material. 9 here, 14, 15, almost 25 examples I have printed. ये agricultural है, ये नहीं है. अच्छा, all of you know silk yarn is made from silkworm. मैम स्कूल में पढ़े, हम ज्योग्राफी मत पढ़ाओ. अरे ऐसा ना.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, silkworm is made, I mean the silk yarn is made from silkworms. So you feed the silkworms what?
Mulberry leaves.
So sweet. Mulberry leaves. You are just growing mulberry leaves in your farm and you supply the mulberry leaves to the next farm wala who is making silk yarn. Your income is exempt or taxable?
Exempt.
Exempt. The next farm person, he takes mulberry leaves from you, he feeds those silkworms and then he gets the silk yarn and he's making silk thread and selling silk products and all. His income will be taxable. Simple. So first thing should be clear is in the outskirts of the city limit, 8 kilometers radius is called as agricultural land. You do any activity over there related to agricultural operations, three ways. I do it myself, I hire the people, or I give it on rent. You know, so many people, they don't give on rent for farming purpose. They give it on rent as outhouse. You know, pumps, जिनके जैसे अभी नर्मदा river and all everywhere, so many places they make the canals. So next to canal जिनके farms होते हैं ना, they use it for the pumping water from the canal and supplying it and all. So all this comes under agricultural activity. So this was a base building. अभी आपको कुछ क्वेश्चंस है मैम? कितने क्वेश्चंस आप पूछ रहे हैं, कुछ हम भी पूछ लें? प्लीज आस्क, गो अहेड. Anyone is getting some link? Okay, this, like, if I can tell you, Hyderabad's outskirts is a hub for growing rice, right? So all these rice farming. Acha, very important is growing the rice is agricultural activity, but then milling the rice, steamed rice, polishing it, pruning and other activities, and branding it and supplying it as Kohinoor basmati rice, that's a commercial activity. That's not agricultural activity. Growing tomatoes, agricultural activity. But your own tomatoes, you are taking it in the farm only. You are having a sauce making unit. Ketchup बनाते हो आप अपने खेत के tomato से, organic ketchup, and you sell it. So that's a commercial activity. Okay.
Yes,
Very common is this also, like coffee beans. Coffee beans are grown in the farm. But like if we go to CCD and all, those coffee beans are roasted. There itself, they are powdered and then branded and sold. Commercial activity. Yeah, please ask, you have any doubts? Till then, I'll open the material. Pucho.
Ma'am, you said about the pumping of water on the agricultural land. That is taxable or not?
No, that's not tax. I mean, say that's not exempt. That's taxable. Listen, my farm is next to canal. I use my farm not for any farming activities. This is a very practical case. मेरे farm की value तो बाकी farm से 10 गुना ज़्यादा है. Because my farm is exactly nearby to canal. I have put up huge pumps. I extract canal water and I supply to various people. I am not doing any agricultural activity. My income is non-agricultural income, very well taxable. Okay. This topic should be yours and built up as already you all have very strong mindset. So I don't feel कि every day I should come and start with something motivational. मुझे ऐसी जरूरत नहीं दिखती है because I can see all of yours questioning, your body language, your response, that you all are following well. But the mindset should be कि agricultural income out of 55 marks are yours. Compulsory question. कोई ऐसा पेपर नहीं दिखेगा आपको जहां इससे क्वेश्चन ना आए. आ जाओ चलो. So I am on page number 50. We are doing agricultural income. Okay, it's a very simple, beautiful, small topic. Agricultural income means rent or revenue derived from agricultural land. Yeah, I really missed out this term in India. Add on over here. Agricultural income received from. If not, please write this in your notebook. Sri Lanka, very well taxable. Where? Fifth head, income from other sources. I want to repeat, Constitution of India is applicable to India. So agricultural income earned in India is exempt. Agricultural income earned anywhere else and received in India, very well taxable. So agricultural land may be used as rent or revenue derived from agricultural land situated in India and used for agricultural purpose. Underline the way I am doing. It may be income derived from the land through agricultural process. Either you process it or you give it to farmers on rent and let them do the farming. Or agricultural income may be derived from any farm building situated near the agricultural land. Near the agricultural land, I have made a pump house, an outhouse, and I'm using it. Okay. Acha, did I talk about you? Listen, all of you. Horse races. So horses के जो studs होते हैं वो city के बाहर ही होते हैं, right? And there they keep all the horses and do the cleaning, उनका eating, बाकी पूरा program उनको वहीं maintain करते हैं at the farm. That farm income, is it exempt or taxable? Taxable. Because you are using it not for farming but to maintain horses, and then you use it from horse races, or horse race income is anyhow taxable where? In income from other sources. Okay? Like this, as and how more examples I'll remember, I'll share it with all of you. Dekho. So what is an agricultural income? Either you derive rent, or you yourself do the process, or it may be derived from farm building. Okay? Right. Agricultural land is shortest aerial distance from cantonment board where the population is above 10 lakhs. We all know that minimum cities की population 10 लाख से ज़्यादा होती है, तो it is 8 kilometers. Shortest aerial distance from municipality or cantonment board 8 kilometers. If it's a very small town whose population is more than 1 lakh, less than 10 lakhs, तो city के 6 kilometers में ही it will become agricultural land. And if the population is above 10,000 and less than 1 lakh, then within 2 kilometers of city only it's agricultural land. Ma'am, what about less than 10,000? If a village का population is less than, तो village के बीच में भी आप farming करो, no problem, right? Land population is less than 10,000, then it's an agricultural land. Land should be assessed to land revenue. Land revenue was charged. That's why that movie, Amir Khan's movie, Lagan. So like in city, what do we pay on the house where we stay? What do we pay? Municipal tax. In the farmland, what you have to pay? Land revenue. Okay, right? So agricultural land and agricultural income definition is clear. Then I'll go to the examples and then the taxation. Okay. Share of the profit or salary received by partner from a firm which is engaged in agricultural operation is exempt. Yours is a partnership firm who is doing agricultural activity on agricultural land. Then farm income exempt hai. That partnership firm paying profit salary to partner also exempt. This one market important. Just now I discussed. Income derived from saplings or seedlings grown in a nursery shall be deemed to be agricultural income, irrespective of whether basic operation is carried out in land or potted plant. Potted plant mein you are doing the activity, still it is exempt. Chalo, now list of what is agricultural income. I've already discussed, so I'm going on reading. If you have a doubt, pause me. Rent for agricultural land received from tenant or subtenant. Everyone knows who is a tenant and subtenant. Yes, I have given it to in villages there are leaders. For example, we call them in Hindi as Sarpanch. So I have given my land to Sarpanch uncle. He has again sublet to a farmer. Farmer is giving rent to him, subletting. He is giving rent to me. I am the owner. Will my income be exempt? Yes. Okay. अच्छा, tell me one thing. आजकल बहुत trend चल रहा है ना. Next to my house, in the heart of the city, next to my house is an open plot, and someone is growing organic vegetables and herbs. And every Sunday they put up a flea market. People come and they can themselves pluck the vegetables, and according to weight, he sell those tulsi and lemongrass herbs and all. Will his income be exempt? Yes. क्या पता? You say. Again
Yes,
a question. Huh?
yes, ma'am. Local limits है ना?
Local limits is absolutely okay if you are confused. You are listening to it for the first time. और मैं ना ऐसे थोड़े overwhelming बहुत ज़्यादा example दे रही हूँ. But again a tougher way of learning. By the end of the class, for sure you'll get all clarity.
No,
Why no?
because it is in fact the local limits, right?
Of course, it's a agricultural activity. They are growing organic herbs and fruits, and they sell it in the Sunday flea market. But what is that land? Is it an agricultural land? No, it's an urban land within the city limits. If you are doing farming activity, income is very well taxable. Be it your nursery, और अब तो वो कितना चल रहा है, हर चीज तो ऑनलाइन मिल रहा है, ज्ञान नहीं मिल रहा है लेकिन पूरा. Okay, so online also so many people are selling plants, no? All you can book on Amazon, this, that, all. So is this an agricultural income and exempt? No, it's very well taxable. Because in the heart of the city, this flea market and all these activities are going on. Two conditions are, it should be agricultural income, process and all. And next is, it should be agricultural land. Done. आ जाओ थोड़े और इंटरेस्टिंग एग्जांपल्स देखते हैं. इनकम रेंट ऑफ द एग्रीकल्चरल लैंड ये हो गया. इनकम फ्रॉम ग्रोइंग ऑफ फ्लावर्स एंड क्रीपर्स. You know, so many people, what they do on their farms, they grow natural flowers and creepers, and on rental basis they allow the cattle to, you know, come and eat those natural plants. बाजू में होगा कोई डेयरी फार्म, उनके कैटल्स को ग्रेजिंग के लिए अलाउ करते हैं. बट व्हाट एम आई डूइंग? आई एम ग्रोइंग फ्लावर्स एंड क्रीपर्स, exempt. Income from sale of replanted trees, exempt. Share of the profit of partnership firm, same example. Interest received by partner in capital from a firm which is engaged in agricultural operation, whether partner is receiving salary or interest or anything, it is agricultural income. Fees collected from allowing cattle to graze on the forest land of spontaneous growth. I just don't grow anything in my land, but I keep watering now and then. So some natural plants are coming which are like very good herbs and food for cattle. So I give it out on rent for the cattle to graze. ठीक है, agriculture income. Compensation received by insurance company due to damage of tea crops, exempt. ये पूछते हैं एग्जाम में. Growing of mulberry leaves, very well exempt. Income from sale of plants and seedlings grown in potted plants, exempt. Okay. Now what is taxable? Even if you are doing on agricultural land, but you are doing marketing process, fishery, ये रहा, income from supply of water for irrigation purpose, taxable. Mines, all mines are located on agricultural land, but what activity they are doing? Mining, taxable. Income from sale of earth for brick making. Have you seen when you go in train in the agricultural land only, they put up those big heaters and they make bricks which are used for building? You all must have seen in train. Very well, a commercial activity, taxable. Income from sale or forest trees of spontaneous growth of woodbark, leaves, fruits. These are like nuts and spice farming. Nuts and spice farming is commercial and taxable. Income from, yeah, please ask, पूछो.
In agricultural income, point number 9. You said nurseries will not be a part, right? So how are we having seedlings grown in pots?
No, I said nurseries, if they are doing potted plant में, it is exempt.
अच्छा.
है ना? तो वही चीज यहाँ दी हुई है, देखो. इनकम फ्रॉम सेल ऑफ प्लांट्स एंड सीड्स. 1 minute, I'll clarify. Nurseries in the city are all taxable. Online ordering of the flowers, taxable. But nurseries on agricultural land, but they are not doing the farming on land. Agricultural land ही है, agricultural activity है, but they are doing it in potted plants. It's exempt. Take your time, both are different.
Okay, ma'am. Understood.
No problem, because both were contradicting. You had doubt, koi bhi doubt. So this is exempt. These are all agricultural. But this one, you know, growing of, if you have been to Kerala and all, you can see so many spice farms are there. If you go to northeastern states, inside Cherrapunji and all those places, वहाँ ना वो betel nut, सुपारी के farms होते हैं बड़े बड़े. So these are all commercial activities. Stone quarries, dairy and poultry activity. This one is asked and students get confused. Dividend from a company which is having agricultural income. Very well, non-agricultural income. I want all of you to write taxable. Now take your time. I'll give you one comparative. ये देखो यहाँ ध्यान से सुनो. This partnership firm is doing agricultural activity and their income is exempt. Partners are getting salary, interest on capital, profit, all exempt because their liability is unlimited in partnership. Now this is a company who is doing agricultural income and satisfying all the these things. तो ठीक है, उसकी income exempted. But who are you? Shareholder. You can't say like partner is the owner of the firm, shareholder is the owner of the firm. Actually, it's true. Shareholders are the owner of the firm. But are you getting profits directly from the company? No. Company is distributing a part of the profit, peanuts we call it, in the form of dividend to the shareholder. What's dividend? It's the distributed profit. Company earns 400 rupees and they give 40 rupees to shareholders. Ye lo dividend, khush ho jao, ghar jao. And remaining they flow back, accumulate in the business in the form of reserves. So when the company is giving profit to shareholder, it's not exempt. Partnership firm giving exempt because this is direct, unlimited liability. Here, ये ना आपको मैं लॉजिक समझा रही हूँ ताकि लॉजिकली भी आप आंसर करो तो आपका आंसर करेक्ट आना चाहिए. This side, the company is not giving profits directly. You are the owner of the company, take profit. No, they declare it in the form of dividend. That dividend is taxable for the shareholders. Okay. Aa jao. Next, interest on arrears of the rent. I gave you my property on rent. You pay me rent. That's exempt. Rental income is exempt. But you paid rent late. On that, you are paying interest. Interest is very well taxable. This reminds me, you're going to enjoy business head, income tax, interest on income tax. ये सब आप करोगे. Once again, rental income exempt 10,000. But 1,000 you paid interest because you paid late rent. Very well taxable. Interest is not having any nature of agricultural income. Income from sale of salt produced by flooding of the land. I told you the example of Gujarat. Exempt. Remuneration of a fixed percentage by managing agent from a company. Superb. This is also a case law. Mine is a company, all agricultural income, all exempt. I have, say, it's a partnership firm. Chalo. Me and my students are partners. Now we have hired Ravi as our manager, full-time manager, and to get him more involved in the business, we give him the share in the profit. Okay, 5% profit, you are also the owner. We are the working partners. We have put capital and time and all, but he is a manager. He is not partner. But you must have done in foundation and final accounts. Out of the net profit, 5% of the profit was paid as commission to the manager. Now, can the manager say, oh, this was an agricultural income, partnership firm, so my income should also be exempt? No. Firm ki income, agricultural income hai exempt for firm. You as a manager are getting salary for your work. So very well, your income is taxable. Because you are getting salary from a firm which is an agricultural income, कोई प्रसाद नहीं दे रहे कि सबका income exempt हो जाए. Are you getting? Then everyone will say, oh, I'm getting this income from agriculture firm who is doing agricultural activity. Let them enjoy that exemption, not you. So manager, you are getting the salary 5% because you are a part of the firm. And this is the same way now companies also give ownership feeling to shareholders. Can someone say how? Employees of the company get ownership feeling when they get something over and above their salary and remuneration. What do they get from the company?
ESOP, employee stock option plan.
Absolutely good. Appreciated. ESOP. So they get shares of the company. Abhi tha na, Swiggy ka tha, Zomato ka tha. So they get the share in the company and then they get, okay, I'm not only an employee of the company, I'm a top level employee. I am also getting shares. I am also on that ownership feeling comes. So the business way improves. That's the simple logic. Why we will give 5% commission based on the net profit to that manager so that he will try to increase the profit. Please understand all this. I'm to teaching you tax, but accounts, costing, all this goes in our surrounding. If you ask a salesperson, what's your salary? He'll say 40,000. फिर आप तो बोल रहे हैं आप 1 लाख कमा लेते हो. Asking this question. Sir, you said your salary is 40,000, but actually you earn 1 lakh. How? Targets. If you do this much sale, you will get this commission. If you do more than this, you'll get 5%. Okay, this month, if you do this commission, we'll give you an Apple phone. We'll give you a Royal Enfield. So when he is achieving a higher targets, he's making the company earn more and he's also earning the more. This is the logic. So now you got clearly company giving salary to a person out of agricultural income, that's not exempt for that person. Except it's a partnership firm and for partner. Take your time, read at home. I'll be doing residential status tomorrow, but first 5-10 minutes I'll pause. If you have any doubts, you can clear. Interest received by a money lender in the form of agricultural produce. This is exactly the example for Lagan. Listen, I don't know what those people are called in Hindi, but there are people who give loan to the farmers. And they say to the farmer, if you don't give back our loan with interest, we'll take your cattle or we'll take 50% of your produce. Yeah. So who is doing the farming activity on farming land? Farmer. Whose income should be exempt? Farmer. Who am I? I am the money lender. I am like a banker. I'm giving loan to the farmer. But because farmer did not give me interest, he gave his farm produce, 50%, 30% farm produce. That farm produce, what I get, is it agricultural income for me? Should it be exempt? No. It's the interest which is coming in kind. Am I going fast? या example समझ में आ रहे हैं? Respond करो सब लोग. All clear?
Yes, sir.
Not clear? So money lender getting direct interest from a farmer, taxable. Money lender getting interest or principal in the form of farm produce. Can the lender say, Arey, I got 100 bags of wheat. It's an agricultural income. Please exempt. No, it's very well the interest you have received in kind. This was an actual case for a doctor also. A doctor does knee surgery and his package is 2 lakhs. So for every knee surgery, he charges 2 lakh and 2 lakh is his income. Once he did surgery for his friend. So he said, Arey, dost se kya paise lena? So he didn't charge anything. But the friend's son was in gratitude and very happy that my father recovered so well. And he said, no, karmic accounts, na kisi se free lena, na kisi ko free dena. जो charge हो रहा है आपको लेना ही पड़ेगा, sir. He didn't take, so he had a phone shop and one of the latest iPhone, 1,50,000, he brought for that doctor, sir. Now, when the doctor is calculating his income from the profession, the market value of that phone, is it income or not for the doctor? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, simple. Some of you may be giving good expression, but as I said, you are far off. If you say yes, yes, सिर हिला रहे हैं, तो मुझे नहीं दिखता है, तो मैं आपसे पूछती हूँ. And thank you so much for the response. So very well, whatever will be. This was an actual question in the business head. That can you get your business income also in kind? Yes, we can. आ जाओ, चलो. Next, rental income from farm. Sorry. I skipped something. Yeah. Transfer of urban agricultural land. Within city limits, there are open plots. You sell the plot, you have to pay capital gain. It's an asset. You can't say ये तो agricultural activity के लिए use हो रहा था. Rental income from farmhouse given for non-agricultural purpose. It's a farmhouse only. It was used for farming, but nowadays I am giving it for picnic. One day picnic के लिए मैं दे रही हूँ rent पे. Weddings, destination weddings. So very well, it's a commercial activity done over there. Taxable. Growing mulberry leaves and feeding them to silkworms. And getting silk cocoons and all. Very well taxable. Point number 15 there and point number 8 here. Point number 15 and 8 refer together. ऐसे लिखो तो आप कंफ्यूज ना हो. स्टूडेंट्स क्या करते हैं, पूरा पढ़ते ही नहीं है. मलबरी देखा, शुरू हो गए एग्जाम. अरे ग्रोइंग ऑफ मलबरी लीव्स इज एग्जाम, बट देन supplying it to the farm, other people who feed the silkworm and they get the silk cocoons and yarn and all. Very well taxable. All clear until now? What is agricultural income? What is agricultural land? Now, agricultural income derived in India is exempt from tax. I missed out adding here. I want all of you to write under section 10(1). Under section 10(1). टेन वन बोलते हैं या 10 clause 1. Very well. It's exempt. But it is taxable indirectly for which SSC? See, government is having one funda. You earn 1 crore from growing dragon fruit and rice farming, no problem. We don't want any tax. Agricultural income is exempt. You are doing commercial activity, fully taxable. The problem is with those people who have huge commercial income and they have agricultural income also. They are getting both income and they also want you to exempt agricultural. अब दोनों है आपके पास, commercial भी है, agricultural भी है, तो indirectly you have to pay the tax by step method. No one will say in the exam, please apply step method. दीप्ति मैम की आवाज गूंजनी चाहिए एग्जाम में, दिखते से. एग्रीकल्चरल इनकम फ्रॉम श्रीलंका taxable. Agricultural income in India exempt, but you have to apply step method. So for that the conditions are there. Very easy this part is today's class, and yesterday I taught you marginal relief, so I wanted to take it together. Please remind me if we complete early. I want to revise marginal relief once again. So it is going to be taxable indirectly with following conditions. SSC should be individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP, artificial, judicial person. Agricultural income should be above 5,000. Non-agricultural, what do you mean by non-agricultural income? Commercial income, taxable income should be above basic exemption of 2.5 lakh, senior citizen 3 lakh, super senior citizen 5. And then you apply and calculate. Add agricultural income, non-agricultural income. Calculate tax without cess. कल का marginal relief याद है? Calculate the tax without cess on 51 lakhs. Calculate the tax without cess on 50 lakhs. Excess income minus excess tax. After marginal relief on the final tax, you add the cess. So this also without cess. 1 minus 2 is your tax payable. Minus rebate if the income is less than 5 lakh. Add surcharge if the income is above 50 lakhs. Whatever tax you get, finally add health and education cess. Nothing theory. If you have not followed much in this, no problem. Let us directly work out one problem and it will be clear to you. So one problem, because we are learning the steps, we will write all conditions also and we'll write it in red pen as our booster notes. पूछो, कोई डाउट है यहाँ तक टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन में? You will learn it. You will be able to do it on your own also. Don't check the answers now. Answers are given for those who are doing self-study, not only inter. I'm honestly telling you, there are so many final students who are writing exam after a break of 2 years. They take this book and practice again from the basic. Because final में base तो revise करना ही है ना सबको. So they go for the exam oriented batch and this basics. तो इसीलिए मैंने आंसर्स प्रिंट किए हैं, आप बिना देखे मेरे साथ करो. Raja has submitted following detail. He is 50 years. Income from salary, house property, other source and agricultural income. Now what's the first condition? SSC should be individual achieved. Is Raja an individual? Yes. Right. Is the agricultural income above 5,000? Yes. Is the non-agricultural income above the basic exemption? Yeah. Salary, house property, other source, sab mila ke to he's gone above 250 and his age is just 50 years. So what will be the basic exemption to? Can we compute the income and tax? You know, they'll just say compute the tax. Oh, he got agricultural income. I should apply step method. है ना? ऐसे पता चलेगा. आ जाओ, साथ में करते हैं. Open your notebooks. Let us write all the steps. It's a very easy topic, but with some more twists and turns in the second part. When tea, coffee, rubber and वो सब आ जाएगा. वो अच्छे से करते हैं इसको. आ जाओ. Problem number 1. Step method to compute tax indirectly. Yeah. Any doubt, anyone? Please ask. Step method to compute tax indirectly on agricultural income. This is the heading I want you to write. Now we are doing problem number 1. And in that, I want you all to write conditions. As a optional record. You don't have to write the conditions in exam, but you have to analyze in your mind, and this is your first baby problem. So I want all of you to write the conditions. Condition number 1. Condition 1. Raja is an individual. Second condition. Agricultural income. How much is agricultural income of Raja? मिला सबको? 1 lakh. Is it greater than 5,000? Yes. Even if you are not having the sheet, I'm reading the problem and I'm giving you the data. तो अगर शीट नहीं है तो कोई बात नहीं है, डेटा देख के लिखो, आपको आ जाएगा. राजा की एग्री is in individual HUF AOP BOI? Yes. Is the agricultural income greater than 5,000? Yes. Is the non-agricultural income कितनी है? non-agricultural income salary 5 lakh, house property 50, others is 56 lakhs. Is it above the basic exemption? Yes. All the 3 conditions are satisfied. All the 3 conditions are satisfied.
Ma'am, will you please explain once again?
Yeah, I will explain. No problem. First, shall I read the problem also? फिर से एक बार. Sheet है आप सबके पास?
जो रिटर्न पार्ट है ना वो समझ में नहीं आया.
No, no, I'm not able to get it. बेटा sheet है?
नहीं है मैम.
आ जाओ. पहले problem पढ़ लो. Raja is having this income. His age is 50 years. So what is the income from salary? You don't have the material now. We are going to capitalize and make more best for you all. I'll give one problem on your own करना है. अभी पहले तो ये सुनो. Is Raja an individual? Because this step method is applicable for whom? Individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP. Not for partnership, not for LLP, not for company. तो इनके लिए agricultural income वाला step applicable है. Second, is agricultural income above 5,000? Yeah, agricultural income is 1 lakh. अच्छा, non-agricultural मतलब normal income, non-agricultural income. Please read the problem. is above basic exemption. Yeah, 5 lakh 50 and I have done the total here. 5 lakh 50, 56 lakh. Is it above 1 lakh? Yes. So are all the conditions satisfying to go for the step method? Yes. First tell me, यहाँ तक condition समझ में आए आप सबको?
थोड़ा confusion है ना.
क्या confusion है? आप बोलो. What is the? I will repeat one condition and then you ask your doubt. First condition is you have to check in the problem. Is he an individual? Individual we know, male, female, all. Or he is a Hindu undivided family, HUF, or body of individuals, or AOP or AJP. Is he a this kind of SSE? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, this is clear. Second condition. If you want to go for step method of tax calculation, which I am going to do now, agricultural income should be above 5,000. If agricultural income is like peanuts, 500 रुपए मिले agricultural income, नहीं दीप्ति मैम ने step method सिखाया करो. अरे ऐसा नहीं है. If the agricultural income is less than 5,000, don't go for this step method, which I am going to teach you now. I am just in the condition. So Raja is having agricultural income above 5,000, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
He's having how much? I'll share the screen also. कितना था बेटा उसका तो agricultural income? 1 lakh. Now, non-agricultural income should be above the basic exemption. How much is basic exemption for Raja? Thinking his age is 50?
250,000.
250. So Raja ki to salary, house property, other source. TI. What's the total income for Raja? 6 lakh. Is it above 1 lakh? Sorry, why am I writing above 1 lakh? I think that's why you all got confused, no? So sorry. Agricultural income should be, non-agricultural income should be above 2,50,000. तो इसकी income तो 6 lakh रुपए है. Agricultural income should be above 5,000. तो इसकी income तो 1 lakh है. Now is it clear he is satisfying all the three conditions?
So if he's satisfying all the three conditions, the tax is applicable.
Then the step method is applicable. What we are starting now. And I'm repeating for all of you, you don't have to write this in exam. You can interpret and directly you have to start like this in exam. Computation of tax by step method. Computation of tax by step. What is the first step? Agricultural income. Are you just take down what I'm giving from screen. I'm making you understand and learn. This problem is a procedural problem. Agricultural income plus non-agricultural income, whatever is the total income, calculate the tax. What is the agricultural income? You can copy from the screen. 1 lakh. What is the non-agricultural income? 6 lakhs. So what is the total income? 7 lakhs. What is the tax? We will do it in working note 1. Leave half the page and come down. Working note 1. Total income कितना की हमने agricultural और non-agricultural. This is the step. Ma'am, what's the logic of the step? Please coming 5-10 minutes. ये जो लॉजिक है इसको साइड में हटाओ. पहले आप करो, आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. टोटल इनकम कितना है एग्रीकल्चरल नॉन एग्रीकल्चरल मिला के 7 lakhs. So what will be the tax on that? What's basic exemption for Raja? 2,50,000. On the next 2,50,000, it's 5%, 12,500. On the balance 2 lakh, it's 20%, 40,000. So 52,500. Avoid biggest blunder. Don't add health and education cess. I clearly told you step 1 and 2, don't calculate the tax with cess. Ma'am, you taught us the same thing yesterday in marginal relief. Calculate the tax on 51 lakhs without cess. Calculate the tax on 50 lakhs without cess. Give the relief and then cess. तो इसको यहाँ लिख लो 52,500. Any doubt until now? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
कोई अगर पीछे रह गए तो पूछो बेटा. आ जाओ. What is step 2? Agricultural income plus basic exemption. Calculate the tax on total. What's agricultural income? 1 lakh. Can anyone say what's the basic exemption for Raja?
250.
2,50,000. So 3,50,000 पे आपको tax calculate करना है. So this you can do it orally. In basic exemption there is no tax. The next 2,50,000 is 5%. So 1 lakh अच्छा करना है because it's the first problem. You want everything in writing. Let's go to working note 2. What's the total income? Agricultural, non-agriculture, 250. What is the basic exemption? 250. What is the balance income? 1 lakh पे 5%. कितना आ रहा है? 5,000. या कुछ डाउट है बेटा वर्किंग नोट 2 में?
आंसर बोल रहे थे.
हाँ अभी तक बोल रहे थे बहुत कंफ्यूजन है. अब मैम आप चलो एक्सप्रेस, हम जाते हैं दुरंतो. ओके. Step 3. What is step 3? Step 1 minus step 2. 52,500 minus 5,000. Is it 47,500? Yeah. Now, rebate. Shall I give rebate? My question to all of you. मुझे ना कुछ आंसर्स चोरस में चाहिए, कोरस में चाहिए. रीबेट दूं या ना दूं?
No.
No, because income is crossing 5 lakh. Shall I add surcharge?
No.
Why no?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, you can laugh, enjoy also, but answer भी दो. अरे एक चीज आप लोगों को प्रॉमिस की है ना दीप्ति मैम ने कि कुछ चीजें च्यू करवा के खा जाएंगे. तो अभी कल ही हो गया सरचार्ज एंड ऑल. बट रिपीट क्यूमुलेटिव गाने की तरह कान में आना चाहिए so that you don't do the mistake. So enjoy but answer in chorus. That shall I charge surcharge? Yes or no? Shall I charge surcharge? Yes or no?
No.
No, because the income is not exceeding 50 lakhs. So directly add health and education says 4% of 47,500. कितना आ रहा है? 1,900. So what is the tax payable?
49,400.
49,400. अब बोलो स्टेप क्लियर है या नहीं क्लियर है?
Clear, ma'am.
Okay. Say orally without looking at the screen. बेटा फिर से बोलो. Agricultural income, non-agricultural income, calculate tax without cess. Agricultural income, basic exemption, calculate the tax. 1 minus 2 is your tax payable. Minus rebate if your total income is less than 5 lakh. Hey, rebate के भी problem है. Add surcharge if your income exceeds 50 lakhs. And whatever now you get 1 minus 2 in this add help. Literally I am telling you जब मैं chapter wise exam लेती हूँ students say ma'am I did everything correct but step 1 I did with cess, step 2 I did with cess गया. So that's what is the difference on why students don't get exemption. They don't fail, they get 48, 52, 55 and they feel why I didn't get exemption in tax because knowledge नहीं है ऐसा नहीं है but full knowledge. And you all are learning at base level. Some of you may be thinking, ma'am, बहुत slow है, ma'am, बहुत repeat करते हैं. But when you go to final, no, you will remember and you will go so smooth because inter level is like cemented. That's my responsibility. I know how final syllabus is. And when I teach final, how I go, I said, yeah, agricultural income ना कल step revise करके आना 5 मिनट में बता दूँ. और आज हम 2 घंटे कर रहे हैं class. Okay, right. So next problem on the screen is for all of you. Check it, do it and take the break also. I will share the answer after the break, but आप तो करो. कौन सा problem करोगे? Yeah. अच्छा, did you all get one maths logic? Agricultural income plus ये देखो, मुझे नहीं आता ज़्यादा maths सही में. When I was a student ना 10th class हुआ 1990s में I remember Maharashtra didn't had this concept of MEC. If you want to take commerce and economics you can't take maths, you have to take CC. तो 10th के बाद maths छूट ही गया. थोड़ा बहुत we manage in costing. So I'm asking you all, help me. Agricultural, non-agricultural income, total income, pay the tax. Agricultural basic exemption, total income, pay the tax. And then 1 minus 2 we do. So somehow we are paying the tax on normal income minus basic exemption. If you understand, okay. अगर last 5 minutes में झोलझोल हो रहा है तो मत करो. समझ में आ रहा है आपको indirectly? We are paying the tax on our normal income minus the basic exemption which we are doing from the last 3 days. Normal taxable income minus the basic exemption. Take this data and we'll check it after the break. Break भी ले लो, हवा खा के आओ, पानी पी के आओ, वापस आके करो. Mrs. Rama is a lecturer. Compute the income and tax liability. Salaries by 20. Other sources 1 lakh. And agricultural income is 10,000. Now I don't want you to write the condition. Orally bolo. Is Mrs. Rama an individual? Yes.
Yes.
Is the agricultural income above 5,000?
Yes.
Is the non-agricultural, matlab taxable normal income above basic exemption 2,50,000? Yes. So Rama should calculate the tax with step method, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So all you students will do, take a break, come back with answer. I'll copy from your book. 5 minutes, beta, aa jao. Okay, are you all back? Chalo, let us start. हाँ, कितना आया बेटा आंसर? Yeah. Answer for second question in everyone's notebook. If you want, if you have also taken a break and then joined and you want 2-3 minutes, I'll wait for you. But I want everyone to answer. हाँ, कितना आ रहा है?
39,520.
You say the answer and I'll write it here.
39,520.
31,520. Any other answer?
9.
Huh?
39.
39.
39,520 सबका सेम आंसर आ रहा है?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ हाँ, या तो मैं सबको सेम पढ़ा रही हूँ या आप सब मिलके एग्जाम लिखोगे, पता नहीं. It's the correct answer. Shall I work out in the notebook and you all check? I'm doing it here only. इसी के नीचे, but I'll work out in a very smaller way. What is your agricultural income plus non-agricultural income, total income and tax? So what is the agricultural income for Rama?
38,000.
Yeah, please go on saying so that I can copy. 620 is the non-agricultural income. So 6,30,000. And age is not given. So we will take 630. minus 5 lakh into 20% plus 12,500. 38,500 in your calculator. If this is a 4-5 marks problem, you can skip writing conditions. You can skip the working notes. 630 में से 5 lakh minus करो, balance को 20% tax and add 12,500. Now, agricultural income plus basic exemption, total income and tax. So what is the agricultural income? क्या है इसका? अभी देखा था ना, 10,000. Basic exemption is, I hope you all are getting कि second step is super easy. We add the basic exemption and then we deduct the basic exemption. 260. तो 10,000 पे 5% कितना आ रहा है यहाँ टैक्स?
500.
500. So what is the third step? Step 1 minus step 2, that is 38,000. What is step 4? Step 4. No rebate and all because the income exceeded 5 lakh. So health and education says 5%. 38,500 minus 500 into 5%. Is it coming same like last problem? No. Says कितना आ रहा है आप सबको?
1,000.
1520. Okay. I was taking it 5% says by mistake. Okay. What is the tax payable? So indirectly you taxed it. 39,520. Okay. If you would have taxed directly 620 pay 5 lakh into 20% plus 12,500. So your tax is coming low. Are you getting? If you don't go by the step method, I'm just showing you some interpretation. You will not charge any tax on agricultural income. And non-agricultural income 6,20,000 पे अगर आप directly tax करते हो, तो obviously it will come less. So you know what the government is doing? Directly we cannot charge the tax on agricultural income. Why? Because it is not there in the Constitution of India. में वो power ही नहीं है center को to tax agricultural income, but definitely they can do. चलो. Next concept now I'm going. Always Income Tax Act 1961 is supported by rules, which are income tax rules. Rules are some terms, conditions, as we say when we start the class, we say, okay, please do this, don't do this. These are all like rules. So same way, in agricultural income, it's good that you're bifurcating the agricultural income. But as I told you, few activities itna imbibe the agricultural and non-agricultural you are not able to bifurcate. For example, growing of tea leaves in acres of land, crores of rupees of farming, agricultural income. But bringing the tea leaves to the factory, drying it, cutting it, chopping it, drying it, and we get granule tea, what we have at home, right? So that's a commercial activity. Same way, growing of chocos and coffee bars, cocoa beans. So coffee beans, growing of coffee beans is agricultural activity. But that coffee beans are plucked, they are brought, they are roasted, powdered, and then we get the coffee powder. It's a commercial activity. Same way, government is talking here about rubber plantation. Has anyone seen the rubber plantation? Again, when India is, full of heritage, so this is just my my viewpoint I'm sharing with all of you. Whenever you get time, travel a lot. So if you go to the interiors of the Kerala, quite interiors, you have villages where they do pineapple farming, where they do rubber plantation. So in the trees, they put up the pot where they collect natural liquid rubber form. They bring it to the factory and they make sponges, they make sheets, they make rubber shoes ke soles and booster. So rubber plantation may be the major activity is agricultural, but then equally major is commercial. So these kind of activities government has given fixed rule. Okay, don't fight ki ma'am how much to take agricultural, how much to, we will give you. You're doing tea, coffee and all activity, calculate your income. 60% of your business income will be treated as agricultural income exempt. 40% is taxable, pay the correct tax on that. So who has decided this rates and rules and all? Rules of income tax. Let us read it. अच्छा ये क्वेश्चन जो मैंने आपको करा रही हूँ ना, ये एग्जैक्टली सेम ही क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में आते हैं. There is no creativity in this and it comes for 4 to 5 marks. The next one, what I'm teaching you now.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, please ask.
ये MCQs में आते हैं questions या normal?
No, agricultural income step method for the 5-mark question also, but not separate question. Okay, good that you asked, I'll answer. Marginal relief, you get a separate question of 5 marks. Agricultural step method, they will add it in the total income question number 1 only. And MCQs, what I'm teaching you now. Rubber, tea, coffee, ये rates आपको याद करने पड़ेंगे, but हो जाएंगे. ठीक है? MCQs भी आते हैं ऐसे जैसे अभी मैं आपको करा रही हूँ. Summary of partly agricultural, partly non-agriculture. This is given by rules by the act. So don't go into insights कि मैम ये कैसे डिसाइड किया. कुछ लॉजिक से उन्होंने वर्कआउट किया होगा कि 60% when you are growing and manufacturing tea, 60 is agricultural, 40 is business. Rubber, 65 is agricultural, exempt. 35 is business income, taxable. Coffee grown and cured by the seller, 75 and 25. Coffee grounded by the seller. Okay. Coffee grounded by the seller. So this is just grown and cured. So 75, 25. Grown, cured और बाद में powder होता है coffee का. So you get the coffee powder. Then it becomes exactly like tea. 60 and 40. Now tell me, is it clear to all of you? Just rates you remember and you work out. This is you're doing for first time. They're very simple. ये देखो. Tea. Orally you can remember. Tea is 60-40 agriculture. Same way coffee grown, powdered and all 60-40. Rest is rubber plantation. That's 65 and 35, right? Yeah. And only coffee which is grown and cured, not powdered. As it is coffee beans you're giving to CCD, and while you order your coffee, they powder it fresh and give it to you. Then it is 75 and 25. Okay? Right. Chalo. How the problem is asked for this? We will work out one problem in the notebook. Yeah, पूछो.
Ma'am, ये जो agricultural income और business income है, if it is about tea, if it is 1 lakh, 1,60,000 is non-agricultural. Sorry, agriculture is not taxable.
Yeah. Listen, first you calculate your business income. If you are growing tea and all, पूरा net profit निकालो. जो net profit आता है, उसका 60% is exempt, 40% is taxable. I want all of you to write here. 50 agricultural income is exempt. You are right. And this is taxable, but your confusion is, ma'am, kiska 60 or 40? So just calculate the profit of the tea company, profit of the coffee growing unit, profit of the rubber manufacturing business, and then 65 is exempt. Abhi karte hain nahi, kabhi clear ho jayegi, ye solved hai already. Tarzan owns estate of tea. From the following, compute his total income. This one I am checking orally. You do it in writing at home. Next one we will solve it together. ये देखो. Manufacturing of rubber, 5 lakh. So rubber is 65% of 5 lakh is agricultural income exempt. 35% taxable. Manufacturing of coffee grown and cured. Right? So coffee is just grown and cured, not powdered. So 75% of whatever is the income from 350, उसका 75 and 20. Same way. Third is manufacturing of tea, 7 lakhs. So nothing is given. Only manufacturing of tea, say you are getting income, total income, 7 lakh. 60 is exempt, 40 is taxable. Sale of the plants in the nursery, 1 lakh, exempt. This is nil. So you get the total. Okay, right. What is agricultural income? This. Actually, it's not written. इसके नीचे लिखना चाहिए. This is exempt. And non-agricultural income is very well taxable. If the person who is growing all this is individual, follow step method, agricultural, non-agricultural. If it is a partnership firm, इसको exempt कर दो. Of this directly 30% they will pay the tax. Now tell me, is it easy?
Yes, ma'am.
Chalo. Next, we will do it in the notebook without looking at the answer. खुद से करते हैं. चलो. पहले इसको orally लिख लेते हैं. Income from sale of rubber plant is 3 lakh. तो कहाँ कितना लोगे आप? Rubber में what is the rate? Refer up. 65% is exempt. 35 is taxable. Income from sale of coffee which is grown in Chennai. Yeah, this business wherever you do, it's like half agricultural, half commercial. So you are growing coffee. They're just growing the coffee. So if you're just growing it, what you will take then? 75 and 25. I hope you are clear. Coffee grown and cured is 75, 25. Grown, cured, pruned, powdered, grounded, then it is 60, 40. Income from coffee grown in Colombo. क्या करूं?
60-40.
हाँ? Coffee is grown in Colombo.
Totally taxable.
25 or 60-40?
Totally 100%
100% what?
taxable.
Why?
It is outside India.
Exactly. Colombo is in Sri Lanka. So if you receive agricultural income outside India, fully taxable. Don't do blindly 60-40 and all. है ना? It is received in India. Then income from sale of tea grown in Munnar, 4 lakh. Tea के लिए क्या ratio लो? 60-40. Income from nursery in Nizamabad. What should I do?
100% exempted.
100%. Oh, sorry. 100% it will be exempt because it is nursery activity, even if you do potted plants and all. Unless they specifically say it is in city. Okay. तो चलो इसको सॉल्व करते हैं. एक बार लिखने से और अच्छे से rates and all you will remember. So write it down. This one, the question which I am making you write twice, they have asked same question for 5 marks and bitwise marks are there. That easy is income tax. आ जाओ साथ में करते हैं. वो step method हो गया. First and second problem we did. Now this is bifurcation वाले problem. Third is homework. I am doing fourth problem. Fourth problem I am doing. Computation of income of Mrs. Sunita for previous year 24-25. Particulars little big and this is agricultural income. This is non-agricultural. Aja. सबसे पहले I am reading out the problem because if you are not having the notes spiral material तो मैं read कर रही हूँ. हाँ?
We have the material.
Okay, great. Chalo. So what is it? Still you write and do it for practice. Income from sale of rubber plant. So rubber plant का income कितना है? How much they have given? 3 lakh. And what is the ratio? Rubber plant ke liye, what did I say? 65%, 35%. Karo, calculate karo. There may be printing mistake in book, so don't just copy the figure. Put 3 lakh in memory. बार बार टाइप नहीं करना है. Each and every minute is important. मेमोरी में से into 65%, 195. Memory into 35%. 1,05,000 taxable. This was rubber. Next is what? Coffee. It's this coffee grown. So coffee grown is 1 lakh. So what we will do? 75 and 25. It's just grown. So without calculator, we can do 1 lakh ka 75,000 and 25,000. Next is coffee income from Colombo. कितना है coffee income from Colombo? 2,50,000 पूरा taxable होगा. Everything in the right column because it's fully taxable. And next one is tea. 4 lakh income. 60 and 40%. 240 and 160. Done. Last one, income from nursery. Even though it is done in potted plant and all, it will be fully agricultural income and exempt. Total karo. Do the total in your calculator. Don't copy. Tell me honestly, should we print the answer or should we give the material without answer? तो ज़्यादा seriously सीखोगे. What is your view? How much you are getting non-agricultural income in your calculator?
5,40,000.
Thank you. 5,40,000. Ask your doubts.
No doubts, ma'am.
We'll do some more problem with. So there are actually 3 kind of the problems in this chapter. One was the step method. One was this ratio. 60, 40, 65, 35 for rubber and 75, 25. Okay. Third and the last kind of problem and then some more problems for practice. इसको पूरा खत्म कर देंगे आज. So the third kind of the problem is so many times very practical and very common is we do the farming activity also and we do the commercial activity. Ma'am, you said rules are applicable na rubber plantation, growing the rubber liquid and all farming, and then taking it and making plastic sheets commercial, growing of coffee beans in the farm, agricultural activity, but taking it in the factory next to our farm, commercial activity. So how to bifurcate, they have given list, but this is the list which is for 4 activities. What about the other activities other than this? So one example they have given and asked in exam is sugarcane. I have sugar farms. This is very popular example. If you go to interiors of Maharashtra, Sholapur and all these places, lot of sugarcane farms are there in Maharashtra. And next to farm is the factory where they make granule sugar out of the sugarcane juice or they make jaggery, right? So Kolhapur, Sholapur, these are the places. Now what is happening? Growing of sugarcane is an agricultural activity, exempt. But same sugarcane when I am sending to my factory and I am making jaggery or I am making granules sugar, it's a commercial activity. So what is the sale of the sugarcane for the farm is exempt. But when the same sugarcane is going to the factory, it is becoming the raw material. But ma'am, खुद को खुद से कैसे sale करेंगे? So I am sending the sugarcane from my own factory to my own farm say to my factory. But if I sell it in the market, can I get arm's length value, which in taxation we call it as FMV, fair market value? I am sending 5 trucks of sugar cane from my farm to my factory. Suppose if I sell the sugar cane, what is the selling price? Can we get? Yeah, because next to me all farms are there. They are not having factory. वो तो बेचते ही हैं बाहर. So what is the market value and how will you calculate the profit in your factory? It's like so simple, so logical, but something new for all of you. So quickly we'll do it together. ठीक है? साथ में करते हैं चलो. हाँ. Very simple part this is. See. I don't want to read all this. मैं बाद में पढ़ूंगी. मैं सीधा problem कर रही हूँ. Ram Rajya grows sugarcane to manufacture sugar. Calculate income of company with given data. Cost of cultivation is 12 lakhs. Other manufacturing cost is 12 lakhs. Cost of cultivation of sugarcane, not sugar, is 12 lakhs. Other manufacturing cost is 12 lakhs. Salaries is 6 lakhs. Sale of the sugar 35 lakhs. Fair market value of the sugar cane which is supplied to the factory is 15 lakhs. It's very easy. Some of you are tempted to check the answer कि मैं खुद से खुद ही हाँ मैम समझ गया हो गया फिर orally करो तो you don't get the marks in exam. So because this is a nice problem and exactly asked for 5 marks, same data also. I have not changed the data also. Let us do 5th problem in our material. ठीक है? Computation of income of Ram Rajya Limited. What are they doing? Ram Rajya Limited. Anytime compute the income is particulars amount. And what are they doing? Ram Rajya? They are growing sugar cane. So first, which income we will take? Agricultural income. Agricultural income. Sale of sugar cane. From the farm, they are supplying the sugar cane to the factory. What is the fair market value? Can you read the problem and get the data?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me फिर क्या? I know it's like very easy. कभी ऐसा भी होना चाहिए. कभी you say, ma'am, it was a heavy dose class. So it's not going to be same. Tell me. How much should I take sale of sugar cane?
15 lakhs.
15 lakhs. What is the cost of cultivating? The land cost, the tilling cost, the farming cost. Cost of cultivation. 12 lakhs. Super. So what is the agricultural income derived? 3 lakhs in the inner column. Outer column exempt. Till it belongs to my farming activity, fully exempt. Now I am going to my business income. Now I am going to my business income. Sale of sugar. Sugar granules, jaggery, जो भी आप बनाते हैं. 35 lakhs. Cost of raw material. I want all of you to put an arrow mark. What was the sale value for the farm? That's the cost of raw material here. 15 lakhs. And wherever we do minus in income tax, we write it in brackets. Don't write 12 lakhs. What was the sale of sugar? 15. So farm ke liye, this was income. For me, this is raw material cost. Acha, other than raw material, what is the other manufacturing cost? Your left hand should be on the question paper. Mindset. Manufacturing cost. Kitna hai? 12 lakhs. What is the salaries? Any doubt? Too much of discussion voice is coming. 6 lakhs. So what is the business income of my sugar cane and all? 35 minus 15 minus 12 minus 6 2 lakh. इतना crystal clear answer लिखना है that valid should not have a chance to cut 1 mark. See, if you don't write like this exempt, look here at the screen. You'll have to write a note that agricultural income in India is exempt and all. And business income is taxable. So what is the total income which is taxable? 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs. Okay, clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt anyone is having in this kind of problem?
No, ma'am.
Chalo. Sixth problem is homework for all of you. Seventh, please, honest request. Answer के पास अपना calculator रख दो, मत देखो, बिना देखे और put your books aside, छोड़ दो. Look at the screen and this is like extempore test. Sixth question is homework for you. Do it on your own. No help from my side. Seventh, I want all of you to do because it's having rebate. खुद से करो और answer बोलो. Honestly, keep your books aside. Look at the screen. Seventh problem. Take the data to the notebook and solve it. It's a surprise test for all of you. ये book को answer book को side में हटा दो compiler. Mr. Suleiman, aged 50 years, is having agricultural income 255. Good. Non-agricultural income is 325. Oh, Suleiman is an individual? Yes. Agricultural income is above 5,000? Yes. Non-agricultural income is above the basic exemption? Yes. Compute the tax. But there is rebate also because Suleiman is having income less than 5. खुद से करो और आंसर बोलो. Coming 5 minutes. I'm waiting. Hint 1 minus 2 के बाद rebate or add surcharge. I'm exactly giving you the points where students go wrong. That's what I call it as experience. ये 2 decades में बहुत paper correction किए mock test में. How much is the answer?
1 second, ma'am.
Thank you in advance for being super honest. I trust you all.
$2,600, ma'am.
Okay, others और बाकी सब लोग बोलो बेटा अपना आंसर. 2,600 you all got and followed also.
Ma'am, 3,380.
Okay, 3,380, 2,600. जितने मैन को ने सबको अलग अलग जाके पढ़ाया, एक एक के पास डेस्क के पास आके पढ़ाया. हाँ, हो गया या कर रहे हैं अभी तक?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, then I'll share the answer. You all check it. Keep your books aside, huh? It's a promise. Otherwise, literally, I'm thinking next time no answers should be given. Suleiman, aged 50 years, is having agricultural income 255, non-agricultural 325, 580. Calculate the tax. 580 minus first 250 nil, next 250 5%, and 80,000, so 28,500. Now, agricultural income was 325, sorry, 255 agricultural income. And Suleiman's age was 50 years, so 250. So 250 and 255 बहुत बारीक सा difference है, right? Okay. 250 and 255, 5 lakh 5,000. So 5 lakh 5,000 में first 250 nil, next 250 only 5,000 पे 20%, 13,500. Now the question is, ma'am, why you are giving rebate? Because the income has exceeded 5 lakh. That's agricultural income is to anyhow exempt. And if the non-agricultural income is above, less than 5 lakh, you should give a rebate. How much? 12,500. I'm telling you, highest quality good professional level questions, past exams, RTP, MTP, my own questions are all included in this compiler. It's not like learning anything. 5 की जगह 10 प्रॉब्लम करो, बट बीकॉम लेवल के करो, उसी को आधा करके डबल करके कोई फायदा नहीं. Students have a doubt if this kind of question comes, why should I give rebate? Because the total income has exceeded 5 lakh. But then this is to anyhow exempt, and normal income is less than 5 lakh. So rebate and then tax, add cess, and this is the answer. Those who have done it differently, ask if you have any doubt.
No, ma'am.
So that's all for agricultural income. You want me to check the homework also जो मैंने दिया है? Income from salary, house property, agricultural income, same. Expenses incurred for earning the agricultural income. Okay. Now this time in the agricultural income, they didn't give directly. They give expenses to earn the agricultural income. Yeah, right. So 480 and 170. So 480 and 170 कितना आता है? 310. Agricultural income, they didn't give directly, they asked you to compute and take. And then you can take and solve the problem. But when you solve it at home, make sure that you use stopwatch. I know it's been very easy here. Tomorrow we will start with residential status. I'm completing it before time today. It was a small topic and I don't want you to get more confused. Acha, tell me the term exempt is clear or not? Exempt is that income which doesn't come as a part of the total income outer column. You can enjoy writing it in inner column, in the note in between, or note down. But exempt income is that income which is not taxable at all. So you will not take it in the outer column. Okay? We will start with residential status of. Ma'am, एक base बता दे रही हूँ आपको. Ma'am, we can start with 5 heads. Employer, employee, salary, house property, business head. I've told you how to get it. But we are starting with residential status because let us decide, are you a non-resident or you came to India for IPL? Whatever you have earned in India, pay the tax, bye-bye. I'm telling you the logic of the chapter. Oh, you're born and brought up in India and you're here only. From here, I'm taking lectures for some student in Canada and they are paying me online fees. So world income is taxable for Dipti ma'am, born, brought up and very well resident. So residential status, why you need to decide which income is taxable and which income is not taxable. And in that 80% of the time will go in residential status concept and working out the problems for individuals. For others, it's very easy also and hardly comes sometimes. This one is tricky, very nice. And few things like business connection, professional connection, I will just explain and I'll say, ठीक है, पता होना चाहिए बस है. I hope you are comfortable with one way of teaching, and that is everything is not to be learned. If you have finished costing, we do ABC analysis. Okay, you all want to write chapter wise exam. You have bundle of papers. No 20 students in the class, 20 bundles. ऐसे नहीं होता ना. C category, stapler, pin, सब. Okay, A category. Jitne students, utne compiler. Because this, this book becomes raddi after every 6 months. The next batch, again, the material will change for DT, for GST, right? So like that, some part of the studies is core. You have to buy hard. I could have literally taken agricultural income at the end, but I took it now. Okay. So few activities you have to do it because it's linked and very thoroughly. Few, just understand it, know it. Okay, this is business connection and leave. Okay. Right. Any doubt in marginal relief or whatever we studied yesterday? Anyone in the class? Everything was clear? Yeah? I would highly recommend you all student to at least grow one plant. थोड़े घर में sunflower seed पड़े हैं तो डांट के मैम ये क्या बोल रहे हो? When you see a plant growing, coming up new shoots of the leaves and flowers, no, that grows patience inside you. तो मेरे पीछे देख रहे होंगे तो flowers, leaves इधर उधर रहते ही हैं. But I'm telling you the reason why. Even if you are not too much nature lover, do it for 1 or 2 plants in your balcony, portica कहीं. So you will see कि how much patience is required. You can't say seed कल से डाला अभी तक क्यों plant बाहर नहीं आ रहा है sunflower का. So that's the same with our studies and with everything. Okay, right? So see you all tomorrow, and we are starting with residential status because you said there are no doubts in the first 3 classes. It's a cumulative. Anytime if I ask you what is the surcharge rate, if the income is exceeding 5 crore or 1 crore, you should be able to answer. I'm not randomly taking your test, but आना चाहिए. ठीक है? Right. Thank you so much, all of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
ये थैंक यू इतना स्लो क्यों आता है? जैसे चोरस में आंसर देते हो ना, वैसे कोरस में एक साथ बोलेंगे, मैं भी आप भी. ओके, थैंक यू. बाय बाय ऑल ऑफ यू. सी यू ऑल टुमारो.